Hello everyone, I'm Ryan Baker. Welcome to this week's edition of Fighting Illini Insider. Don't look now, but the Illinois men's basketball team has ripped off 3 consecutive victories to get above 500 in Big Ten play at 6-5 and 16-8 overall. Ahead on the show, head coach John Gross will join me here in the studio to discuss his team's improved play, and we'll also take a look back at the highlights of the wins over Rutgers and on the road at Michigan State. That's coming right up after the break, so sit back and relax. We're coming right back on Fighting Illini Insider.
45 seconds left. A 3-point game. What a comeback by Illinois. They were down by 15. It gave the Illini showing the heart of a champion. Williams could tie it with a 3. He does! Finally forced to shoot, and the ball game is over. Illinois in overtime advances to the Final Four.
Welcome back to Fighting Illini Insider. Well, there's no such thing as a sophomore slump for Kendrick Nunn and Malcolm Hill. Along with Jalen Tate, that trio of sensational sophomores has come together to help a depleted Illini roster rip off 3 wins in a row. They had a big win over Rutgers here at home before heading on the road to East Lansing to knock off Michigan State. Here's a look at those victories with Brian Barnhart and Jerry Hester on the call.
2-0 Rutgers. Tate across the line. Dribbles now to the paint area, drives in, put up a tough shot. It goes in, counted, and he's fouled. Trying to hit Lewis. Illinois with a pick. Tate, left wing to Nunn for 3, and he got it. Between the circles to Tate, around a pick. Hill from 17, knocks down the sweet-looking jumper. Rebound on the floor, grab by Starks. E2 down, races to the other end. Hill underneath to Nunn. Little left-handed jumper under the basket is good. Kicks to Starks. Starks, pull up, nope, shot instead to Colbert. Back to Ahmad now, he'll shoot it for 3, and he buried it. Nunn quickly into the front court, left to right, passes to Hill. Left wing 3 is good. Rebound, Egwu comes up with it. Out top to Starks for 3, and he got it. Great play. To score early in the possession. Here's Nunn under the basket, up and under and in, or you can do it that way. Here's Hill, left with the free throw line, pull up from 15 is good. Boy, that is a sweet-looking shot. Mack on the dribble drive, goes around Hill, has it blocked by Malcolm out of bounds. 31-24 Illinois. Here's Nunn, cross court, Hill, stutter step, pull up for 2, got it. Oh, is that a sweet-looking shot? 7 to shoot, Mack, out top, E2, pass inside, stolen by Jalen Tate. 2-on-2, over the shoulder pass to Hill for the layup, and it's good. Nunn, out top to Egwu, back to Nunn, left wing, rises for 3 and buried it. Down the lane, here's Jack with a floater, missed it, no good. Rebound, Egwu. Fast break, Tate, great pass to Hill for the layup. Oh, Tate with a beautiful pass from 3-quarter court. Left wing, Jalen Tate, dumps it inside to Egwu. Back out top, Nunn, open for 3, got it. Oh, you can't leave him that wide open. Tate out top to Black, top of the key for 2, and he knocked it down. LaRon Black, Nunn, spinning, down the lane, shovel to Morgan, 15-footer right baseline, good. Tate to Hill, top of the circle, pass inside to Black, who got free and slams it in. They lost LaRon Black, lays it in. The junior from Baltimore has 4. Fast break the other way, Nunn up and under and in. Nunn beat everybody down, swoops to the basket and lays it in. Starks looking, dribbling, being chased by Mack all over the place. Now he's going to shoot it for 3, and he got it. Ahmad Starks. Mack's looking at him like, man, I chased him all over the court, and he still made it. Just holding the ball with 3, with 2, with 1, and that'll do it. 66-54. Illinois over Rutgers. They led 35-24 at half. 66-54 is the final.
Here, toss it in the air as we get ready for the start of this one from the end zone in East Lansing. And the tap is won by Michigan State. It's up 7-0 already. Valentine floater for the free throw line. Kind of a bad shot. Rebound grab by Egwu.
Out of there to Tate. Lobs ahead, left wing to Nunn, who beats everybody down.
That's by 25, Nunn.
And the Illini finally on the board. They'll reset it. Out top to Nunn. Back to Starks. Lob inside to Egwu. Guarded by Costello. Turnaround jumper is good for
That's by
Egwu.
32.
Right. Flips to Starks with the underhanded toss. Starks at the top of the key. Pulls up for three, and he buried it.
3-point field goal by number 3.
On Starks with a three. Team by Colbert and Starks. Left baseline, nearly threw it away. Now he does. Stolen by Malcolm Hill. Illinois with a 2-on-2. Hill to the basket for the layup with the left hand. It's no good, but he's fouled. Right corner. Guarded by Forbes. Drives right baseline. Pull up from 15 is good.
Basket by
Money shot
21.
for
Hill.
Malcolm Hill. Defended by Egwu accidentally. Now to Hill. Down low to LaRon Black. Puts it on the deck. Leans in over Dawson. Put it up and in.
Basket by
How about the
12.
freshman with a senior? Three drives left baseline instead. Passes up the shot to Black. 15-footer is good.
Basket by
In the paint. Cut off, fell down. Throws it out top to Nunn. Left wing to Hill for three. And he got it. He got it.
Up to 3-point field goal by 21. Hill.
For Malcolm Hill. He shoots. Starks, top of the key. Shoots a long, long three. In and out, no good. Rebound underneath Egwu.
Rebound
Away from
32.
Shelley. And he
Egwu.
slams it in. Lob down low to Ellis. Gets around Tate. Egwu comes over and blocks the shot on the help. Starks goes around Nairn. Cut off. Finds Egwu open. Top of the key for three. And he got it.
3-point basket
Yes,
by
sir.
32.
Nana Egwu from the top of the key for three. Field goal in 4 minutes. Here is Dawson, goes up for a shot, lost the handle. Stolen by Egwu and Hill. Fast break to Nunn with a layup, and he got it.
Basket by
Nunn with a
25.
left-handed layup
Nunn.
as he drove. Morgan hands it to Nunn. They're not sluggish now, though. Nunn, dribble drive, over Costello, flips it up to the rim, and it
Basket
goes
by
in.
25. Nunn.
Kendrick Nunn with 6 here in the first half. The offensive end to Kendrick Nunn, left wing to Hill. At the free throw line, jumper good.
Basket by 21.
Malcolm Hill, double
Hill.
figures with 10. Wide open underneath the basket. Malcolm Hill drives on Valentine from the left baseline, flings it up towards the rim, and it goes in.
21. Hill.
Now to Malcolm Hill. Hill with a dribble with the left hand. Pull up from 15. They can't stop it.
Basket by
Buried
21.
another one.
Hill.
Malcolm Hill with 6 points in this half. 26 for the game. We're going to have another media timeout here in a moment. Nunn out top to Egwu. Fires the
3-point
left wing, and he got
basket by
it.
32. Egwu.
Nana, 15:02 for the game. Nunn on the right wing. Right sideline, now right corner. Right baseline, short jumper good. Kendrick
Basket
Nunn.
by 25.
Kept looking for a lot of man-to-man today. Starks to the paint. Pull up from 15, and he missed it. Rebound, Egwu keeps it alive and put it up and in.
Rebound basket by
Down to
32.
Jalen Tate, 14 to shoot. Tate around to pick Starks. Right wing three is good.
3-point basket by 3.
Carries the three from the right wing. Sideline. Nunn top of the key on the dribble drive around Trice. Nunn in traffic. Short jumper good.
Basket by 25. Nunn.
Kendrick Nunn with a short little ball. 5.5 left. Right wing Malcolm Hill. Malcolm drives. Pull up from 17 is no good. Rebound Colbert. Rebound
31.
Austin Colbert sneaks in the back door. They forgot to lock it. No foul. 17 to shoot, a minute 1 to go. Nunn drives. Nunn. Short jumper.
Basket by 20.
And the Illini steal one again from the Spartans in East Lansing. 59-54. The Illini win it. They've won 3 in a row. They've won 16 overall. And they're 6-5 in the Big Ten.
Welcome back to Fighting Illini Insider with head basketball coach John Gross. Coach, you're never one to get too high or low, so when the Big Ten season started with some tough road losses, you said we're going to stay the course. Now your team has ripped off 3 in a row. You're above 500 at 6-5 with a chance to really create some distance from that lower half of the league. Are you taking that same approach, just one game at a time, not getting too high, even though you've experienced some recent success?
We are, Bake. I mean, obviously for us right now, the most important thing is that we keep getting better. We want to improve. You know, I thought our collective toughness, mentally and physically, has been great here recently. And we've got to continue to clean up some execution things, I think, where we can execute better on offense and defense in some certain areas. But it's the old, Jeff Van Gundy. It's hard to evaluate if you're not competing hard. Then you can evaluate execution. And fortunately, we feel very blessed. Our guys have competed at a really high level here recently. That's allowed us to teach the game, correct execution errors, and continue to get better in some areas.
The week started with a 12-point victory over Rutgers here at the State Farm Center, 66-54. But then you go to East Lansing, Michigan, I would say a tough place to play, but you won there last year and you knock off the Spartans again, 59-54. How are you doing it with, you look at the roster and you got some of your key guys sitting out for various reasons and young players stepping up, your trio of sophomores. How are you getting it done?
Well, I think it starts with a mindset. You know, our guys have a great mindset about next man up. They play 5, we play 5. You know, find a way. They've overcome a lot of different things throughout the year, really dating all the way back to the spring, you know, as we put our team together. So, you know, they have great confidence in what we do and who they are and the roles that they've been given. And I just think we're really playing better right now. We're getting better, and we've got to continue to get better. We want to be that team this time of year that's going that way, and right now we are.
All the wins in the season count the same, but for whatever reason, well, we know the reason because we're getting close to March, but in February we tend to put a little more value on these victories, but they do count the same. But you like to see your team coming together right now, and as a coach, sometimes you don't really know how that's going to happen, but players step up and they, I think you've said before, I mean, they make the decisions for you as a coach, right?
Sure, no question about that. And a couple guys who are playing really well at a high level right now have made some of those decisions easier.
Malcolm Hill, Kendrick Nunn.
Yeah, and the guys coming off the bench, our reinforcements have done a great job. Our sophomore class, all 5 of those guys are playing well right now and making positive plays for our team. I think LaRon has gotten better. I thought Nana was terrific, maybe played his best all-around game since I've coached him here in the game in East Lansing.
That may have been Nana's best game in an Illini uniform. 12 points, 9 rebounds, I believe.
3 blocks.
But his defensive presence and leadership, you saw him really rallying the troops, getting guys together, knocked down a couple threes, even after the first one was off target. You still drew up the play, called it again, huh?
Yeah, he connected obviously on 2 big ones for us, and you know, last year he did that a few times as well, in big wins against UNLV and Missouri, and you know, he has the capability of doing that. You know, a lot of it's just continue. You watch that ball go in one time, it helps you make the next one. You know, you gain confidence that way. Starks has been a little bit the same way with that. He shot the ball really well here of late.
And he's a rhythm guy, and it seems like when you moved him off the ball, he gets that little pep in his step when he's backpedaling. You know he's feeling good about his shot.
No question. He's playing better on that end, but I'm most proud of the way he's playing on the defensive end. I thought the other day he stuck his nose in there several times and made some physical, nasty plays for us that we need him to make.
Well, Coach, don't go anywhere. We'll come back with you in our final segment as we look ahead to the week and games against Michigan and traveling up to Madison to take on Wisconsin. That's all ahead on Fighting Illini Insider. As always, it was another week of nonstop action here on campus with Illinois athletics. In case you missed it, don't worry. We'll get you all caught up in this week's update, starting with our Fighting Illini women's basketball team. The Illini headed up to Evanston for a matchup against the Wildcats. Trailing at the break, the ladies made a furious second-half rally, erasing a 15-point deficit to tie the game late, but they couldn't pull it out as Northwestern grabbed a 64-58 win on Sunday. The Illini returned to action on Wednesday when they traveled to Indiana for their only meeting of the season against the Hoosiers. The 4th-ranked wrestling team overcame an early surge from 12th-ranked Wisconsin to earn their 4th consecutive victory. Illinois trailed 12-6 after the first 5 matches before winning 4 of the final 5 en route to a 20-15 win over the Badgers. The Illini will welcome Kent State to Huff Hall next Sunday for the regional round of the NWCA National Duels. The Fighting Illini men's tennis team continued their homestand on Friday with a matchup against Kentucky, and Illinois got the best of the Wildcats, sweeping them 7-0. The 5th-ranked Illini dominated in all fashions, grabbing their 3rd sweep on the year. They then traveled to Purdue on Saturday and kept their winning ways, notching a 6-1 win. Up next, the men will head to Chicago to host the ITA Men's Indoor Championships. The Illinois women's tennis squad had quite the thriller over the weekend. Freshman Jade Hilton came from behind, down 3-0 in the second set after losing her first set to claim the 4-3 victory for Illinois over San Jose State on Saturday. The Illini will continue their homestand this weekend as they host Notre Dame on Saturday at 11 a.m. Then Sunday will feature a doubleheader starting at 11 with Marquette, followed by Chicago State at 4 o'clock. After opening the afternoon on the floor with a 73.100 team score, good enough to tie for the 5th best floor score in program history, Justin Spring's squad posted a school record team score, dominating Iowa 440.150 to 424.500 to move to 9-0 on the season. The 4th-ranked Illini will continue their homestand this weekend as the undefeated Penn State Nittany Lions come to town on Saturday. The 14th ranked women's gymnastics team was also in action on Saturday as they continued their home success, grabbing a close 195.775 to 195.375 victory over 25th ranked Minnesota. The orange and blue will now travel to Iowa City on Saturday for their second conference road meet of the season. Well, kudos to all of our Illini athletic teams and their success in the past week. Well, head football coach Tim Beckman has a lot to smile about after inking his best recruiting class since coming to Champaign. Here's a behind-the-scenes look at the sights and sometimes stressful sounds of National Signing Day.
Part of the fam. What's up, buddy? I'm fired up.
Coach, before we wrap things up here on Fighting Illini Insider, let's talk about the Thursday contest with the Michigan Wolverines coming to town. And you owe them one after the way league play started, losing that one in Ann Arbor.
Yeah, we did. You know, it was a great game watching it, looking back on it. Both teams made high-level plays, and I said after the game, you know, if you didn't care who won, you know, it'd be great for you. But unfortunately, we care, you know.
Of course.
But they made plays. They made a lot of threes in the second half. You know, they're a little bit different team now than they were when we played them the first time around, so we'll have to adjust a little bit accordingly. But, you know, at the end of the day, for us, we've got to continue to get better. We expect to play our best game of the year on Thursday. That's the mindset I want our players to have. We want to keep getting better during the month of February.
At the same time, though, you have to prepare for that next game on the schedule after the Michigan contest, and that's going up to Madison, not only facing the best team in the Big Ten, but one of the best in the country in Wisconsin.
Yeah, that'll obviously be here when it gets here. You know me, Bake. I mean, it's one game at a time, one day at a time. We want to have good practices this week. We want to get a little bit better. We want to make sure that we play a good basketball game on Thursday night, play well against Michigan, and then we'll worry about Wisconsin after that.
Your team has come together. We've documented that, but you have some guys in street clothes that fans would like to see back in uniform. Can you tell us what the status of Ravonte Rice, Aaron Cosby, when they might be back reinstated with the team?
Yeah, they're obviously they're indefinitely suspended at this time, and that's really between me, Aaron, and Ray. But no question about it, our perspective the entire time as we dealt with it was to have them reinstated, you know, at some point here. So that's between me and them. They both are very healthy, which is great, and have recovered fully from their injuries. So that's a good step.
And the great step is that your team is winning regardless of the adversity around it. The Illini looking to make it 4 straight on Thursday against Michigan. For the head coach, John Gross, I'm Ryan Baker. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week on Fighting Illini Insider. Until then, go Illini.